The Registrar of Political Parties now wants the Democratic Party to settle the internal revolt over the move by party leader Justin Muturi to join forces with Kenya Kwanza. He agrees with three party members who argue that the move to join Kenya Kwanza was against the resolutions reached at a National Delegates Convention on the 20th of February, that the party would not be joining any coalitions before the election. However, Speaker Justin Muturi has defended his choice, saying he has the prerogative to engage others as the party leader and that the move was done as per the party constitution. He spoke exclusively to NTV's Kennedy Mureithi.
Well, a very good evening to you, and thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for giving us an opportunity. You know, we are talking to you not just as the National Assembly Speaker, but we're now talking to Muturi, the politician. And one of the things that you've done this far is on Saturday we saw you sign a deal with Kenya Kwanza and the Deputy President William Ruto. Does this mean that this is the direction you've wanted to go all along?
After our negotiations, after the many escapades that are made around the country, it was getting clearer and clearer how it is that we can move. But of course, since we've been discussing with all manner of people, finally it became, I was persuaded that the route of the Kenya Kwanza is much more amenable to the issues that I've been advancing myself.
So basically you're saying that this is not a decision that was made by Justin and Muturi, it was a decision of the people who you have been meeting in all your tours, popularizing your presidential bid.
The message that I was giving them was good, the right one, but it became increasingly, clear that there was need for us to team up with people whose agenda seems to resonate with ours. And as the constitution of the party allows me, as a party leader, only to consult with the national chairman. I kept the national chairman briefed about the discussions that I was having with the various political leaders.
Well, but now I was at your function on the 20th of February this year, where one of the resolutions that was read was that the Democratic Party was not going to get into any pre-election coalition with anybody, and you insisted that you're going all the way to the ballot. What changed? And wasn't this not logged with the Registrar of Political Parties as one of the decisions that was made by the party?
It was my desire to go all the way to the end, but you see, there are things called political realities. And politics is about being able to read the signs of the times and realize that moving alone as a party, if the aim, among other things, was to not just serve the people, but serve the people in government, then it was necessary that we look for partners with whom we can work.
So it was not a decision it was not one of the resolutions by the party delegates and that is cast in stone that you are not going to get into any.
It was not a resolution. In fact, I remember the former deputy party leader who has since left, himself, and implored the members that you cannot tie the party leader, that he must go all through to the wire, because things change politically, and the ground, you must see how the ground is like to make sensible decisions. Because it might be not possible to be able to get power on your own. Wouldn't it be wiser to think of working in collaboration with others?
Well, but now that is what has brought you in trouble. Yesterday we saw a press conference and also an objection letter that has been written to the Registrar of Political Parties, where the Deputy Secretary General, Bwana Nyamu, still believes that it was a resolution that was made by all the party delegates, and for you to overturn and now go into the route of forming a coalition with Kenya Kwanza, then you must have consulted the party delegates again.
Unfortunately, Mr. Nyamu is a Deputy Secretary General, not the one who takes minutes. He doesn't even know what was the resolution. To start writing letters to the Registrar of Political Parties is ill-informed, because even if it was a resolution, if the resolution, in fact, and which it wasn't, the party constitution in Article 11 gives the party leader the leeway. In fact, he is the only one who is mandated to seek out other political parties, cooperation with other political parties, only in consultation with the national chairman, which I have complied with.
But then again...
So I think he just woke up to the wrong things and thought that that was a resolution. It was my desire to go up to the end. In fact, I know the problem which is there. There are some people who are divided as to if we are going to seek out, who to seek. That is the only problem. It is not about the resolution. Otherwise, you know, I'm so acutely aware of this thing. So
Mr. Nyamu is part of these people who wanted you to probably go the Azimio One Kenya Alliance way.
Exactly.
Now, Wednesday, a meeting has been called. That is the day after tomorrow. And in this meeting, it is now becoming apparent that it is a fight for the 31 members of the National Executive Council. And Mr. Nyamu says that he is going to convince a number of them to make sure that whatever decision has been made, you risk even being suspended from the political party.
Suspension is not done by the neck. And fortunately, to the extent that I have followed the Constitution, he will find it very difficult himself to push that agenda. That I need to go to. He wants to force me to Azimio, you know. I know he's running for Senate in Nyeri. He is finding it very difficult. Remember, I had 2 days with him. Not that he can't even mobilize. He can't even mobilize there. He was relying on me to mobilize. So, when the moment I am out of that line, he feels that he is left a bit naked. But you know, he chose to run for office, so he should go on his own as he chooses. We in the party are not in any way telling him not to run on the party ticket. But should he decide not to, again, that is his democratic right.
So basically what you're also admitting right now is that it was not a consensus of all party members that you should go to Kenya Kwanza.
You see, what is required is not a consensus. It is for me to seek out and in consultation with the national chairman, which I've done. You saw the national chairman at the signing ceremony. You saw the Secretary General, Nyamo's boss, at the signing ceremony. In fact, he is the one, it is him, the Secretary General, and I, who signed that document. And the patron, yeah, who is the immediate former party leader. So surely, some junior functionary like Nyamu, coming to make noise, he should not. That noise should have waited to come and make it in the neck. All of you don't have to agree. There is another one actually I know which had been taken earlier, which forced the one of the former deputy party leaders to resign because he ended up being alone when he was pushing that same angle that he is pushing. But there's no problem. You know, this is democracy, and it is good that they come and state their case. We will explain what it is that we are doing and why it is important for us to take the decision that we took.
So if he wants to leave, he can leave. What if he convinces people to be against you?
They cannot force me to go and run. I don't know what else he's relying on. The registrar will look at our constitution and tell him, unfortunately, you have no ground. What you are raising is not correct in terms of the law.
What happened between you and your bosom buddy, President Uhuru Kenyatta? I know that you date from way, way, way back. Sometimes even when I was a rookie reporter, I would see the both of you in Parliament, sometimes even having fun together. What happened? People would have thought that you would have gone the direction President Uhuru Kenyatta would have wanted you to go. What happened?
Well, actually, even in daily life, people have different points of view. And the point, President Kenyatta decided to make his choice about who to